Picture this. You're coming home after a long day of work, your stomach's growling, and you're too tired to cook. But wait, there's a delicious, nutritious meal waiting for you, all thanks to meal prepping. Imagine the relief, the satisfaction, and the sheer joy of diving into a plate of homemade goodness. That's the power of meal prepping. It's not just about cooking food in advance, it's about taking control of your diet, your time, and ultimately, your health. By dedicating a few hours each week to prepare your meals, you're saving yourself from the daily hassle of deciding what to eat and the stress of hurriedly throwing together last-minute meals. Meal prepping provides a structured approach to eating, promoting healthier choices and portion control. It's like having a personal chef who knows your dietary needs and preferences. For the busy professionals among us, meal prepping is a game changer. It's like fast food, but better. It's fast, yes, but it's also wholesome, balanced, and exactly to your taste. No more settling for takeout or microwave meals. Yes, meal prepping can be your secret weapon against stress and unhealthy eating habits. So, how do you get started? Getting started with meal prepping doesn't have to be overwhelming. The key is to start small. It's easy to feel like you need to prepare a week's worth of meals all at once, but that's not the case. Begin by prepping just a few meals at a time. This could be your lunch for the next couple of days, or perhaps a few dinners for the week. Choosing simple recipes initially can also be a game changer. Pick dishes with a handful of ingredients to keep your shopping list short and cooking process straightforward. You might want to consider dishes that share common ingredients to maximize your groceries and minimize your time in the kitchen. As you get the hang of things, you can gradually increase the number of meals you prep and venture into more complex recipes. But remember, the goal is to make your life easier, not more complicated. And let's not forget, there's no pressure to be perfect. Some weeks you might prep more, other times less. The important thing is that you're making progress and saving time in your busy schedule. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a successful meal prepping routine. Think of meal prepping as a strategic mission. Your plan? A solid shopping list. The first step in this mission is to gather your favorite recipes. These will be your guide to creating a comprehensive shopping list. Remember, the key to a successful meal prep is variety. Don't be afraid to mix things up. Include a range of proteins, grains, and colorful veggies to keep your meals interesting and nutritionally balanced. Creating a shopping list is more than just jotting down ingredients. It's about strategically planning your meals for the week. It ensures that you buy exactly what you need, reducing food waste and saving you money. Now, isn't that smart shopping? While you're at it, why not consider the freshness and quality of your ingredients? Opt for fresh produce whenever possible. After all, fresh ingredients equals fresh meals. And who doesn't want that? Now you might be thinking, what about meal services? Sure, meal services can be a great time saver and they take the guesswork out of meal planning. However, they may not always cater to specific dietary restrictions. So if you're on a particular diet, it's crucial to do your research before jumping on the meal service bandwagon. With a well-planned shopping list in hand, you are ready to conquer your meal prep mission. Now it's time to roll up your sleeves and get cooking. Diving into the art of meal prepping, the cooking part might seem a bit daunting, but trust me, it's not as complicated as it might seem. The trick is in multitasking. While your chicken is roasting in the oven, you can be chopping up vegetables for a salad or preparing a pot of brown rice on the stove. The key is to plan your cooking strategically so that you're making the most of your time in the kitchen. This is where the magic of batch cooking comes into play. By preparing multiple servings of a meal at once, you're saving time and energy that would otherwise be spent cooking individual meals throughout the week. So go ahead, cook that whole tray of chicken breasts, make a big pot of chili, or whip up a large batch of overnight oats. You'll thank yourself later. Now let's talk about storage. It's crucial to have the right containers for your meals. You want something that's airtight to keep your food fresh, and preferably something that's freezer-friendly if you plan on freezing meals for later use. Glass containers are a great option, as they're durable and they don't absorb food odors. Remember, meal prepping is all about making your life easier, so choose containers that stack well in your fridge or freezer. Freezing meals is a great way to ensure you always have a meal ready to go, even on your busiest days. Just be sure to allow your food to cool completely before popping it into the freezer to prevent the growth of bacteria. And finally, don't forget about labeling your meals. This isn't just about knowing what's in each container, but also about keeping track of when each meal was prepared. A simple piece of masking tape with the meal's name and date can do the trick. This will help you rotate your meals and ensure you're always eating the freshest food possible. And just like that, you've cooked up a storm of nutritious meals for the week. With meal prepping, you're not just cooking food. You're cooking up a healthier, less stressful lifestyle. Let's take a moment to reflect on the wonders of meal prepping that we've explored so far. Think about the ease it brings into our lives. It's not merely about filling up containers with food for the week, but rather, it's about fueling our bodies with nourishment and our minds with peace. Meal prepping is a lifesaver, particularly for those of us juggling multiple roles and responsibilities. It's a tool that allows us to reclaim our time, helping us focus on what truly matters. No more last-minute scrambling for meals, no more settling for unhealthy, expensive takeout options. Instead, we get to enjoy home-cooked meals tailored to our tastes and dietary needs. Let's remind ourselves of the simple yet effective process of meal prepping. We start small, one meal at a time, gradually building up our repertoire. We gather recipes that tickle our taste buds, and then create a shopping list. Setting aside some time for cooking, we then prepare our meals, store them in suitable containers, and voila! We have a week's worth of meals at our fingertips. The joy of meal prepping is in its simplicity and efficiency, transforming our daily living into something more manageable and enjoyable. It's a journey of discovery, of finding balance and harmony in what can sometimes be a chaotic world. Meal prepping is a journey, and every journey begins with a single step. So why not take that step today?